I want to talk about three random things because I've learned few things when I read a book, and all this thing that I want to share is not connected, but I still want to record it to look it back and then digest on what I've learned yesterday. So the three things is, the first one is how we are going to use humor in presentation or in any public speaking. The second one is I want to talk about consistency, and the third one is I want to talk about the salary, how we got this salary based on our skills and what we are contributing to the company. Firstly, how to tell a humor in presentation. First of all, not to tell the joke. So the difference between jokes and humor is same as a pornographic image versus a sex scene in a movie. So that's the difference between those. And we have to remember that when we want to tell humor, when we want to lighten up the mood of the audience, what we don't want to do is to tell them that we are going to tell a joke, because when people expecting it, it won't be as effective when you caught them off guard, when you put in the humor, inject it somewhere that people don't expect it. That can become so effective. There are frameworks on how to tell this joke, which is 3R, which is relevant, realistic, and don't read. Okay, relevant and realistic, make sure that it is realistic, so that you don't insult your audience by saying things that doesn't make sense. And the third one is to try to not read it. We have to practice these anecdotes that we have. Practice it a few times until we know it by heart and we experience it. Even that humor is something that happens to other people that you're collecting out there. But when we practice it over time, when we really understand it, we can actually feel like as if we already experienced it. And to make ourselves easier, to make our lives easier, we put it in like a small piece of paper, put in the bullet points of how the story goes, and then when we forgot about it, we can refer it back and jog back our memory. So that's super helpful. The second one is I want to talk about consistency. Consistency always wins. That's the tagline that the slogan that I'm 100% agree on. For example, it's better to do push-ups than push-ups a day for the whole week, compared to when you're doing 100 push-up only one day per week. It's better that way. Why? Because when we do this 10 repetition of push-up every day, it's sustainable. We can do that. It's so small, it's so easy to do, but it can gives us everlasting and big impact in our lives. And when we're talking about sustainable, for example, if we do 100 push-up per day, we will be burnout. We don't want to do it anymore because we're so sore, and every time that we want to do that 100, we think about how hard it is, how difficult, how you're forcing yourself, how you're using too much willpower to get it done, instead of you doing 10 per day. And every day you won't notice. Maybe in 1 month you don't see the difference, but after 1 to 2 years, you see the big impact in your life, your health, your vitality, and all of that. So that's why I think consistency is very important, and not only for working out, we can transfer all of this to different part of our lives, whether it's career, relationship. Just do that simple thing, but doing it consistently, because consistency always win. And we do that, we can achieve our goals effortlessly and much more effectively. The third one is, I want to talk about salary. Yesterday I've joined this RFP, which is a request for proposal meeting session, where we want to finalize the slide, the fee, and from that, this is the first time I've looked at the salary of people in my company. I I don't know before this, but when I look at it, it's so huge. You know, the salary of myself and them is really big, but I don't want to. I don't want to make it that something that can let me down. Instead, I want to strive to get to the top, to get that kind of salary, because it is really possible. So that's what I've learned. It's not that hard to get to that position, because I'm always interacting with all these people. They earn a lot, and I know what they're doing, and it's not difficult task. So that's the hindsight that I've learned from that. And then the fact that all the salary is given based on the value contributed, and company out there is willing to pay for this. So after this, I want to work on more high paying or high earning skills. I want to improve it more. So that's about it that I want to share today. The random things that I've learned is not connected, but I can learn things from one point to the next to go all these three and relearn it, to jog my memory after I rewatch this video. So the three things that I've shared today, the first one is how to tell a jokes, which is using the 3R frameworks. Make sure that our joke is realistic, relevance, and don't read it. The second one is, I've talked about consistency, how it always wins. The third one is the salary of my colleagues, and how from this huge amount that they've been paid makes me feels inspired to do more, because I know it's possible. Thank you.